Aether, decentralized cloud infrastructure for gaming and AI.
Welcome back, it is Bulldog. It is time to continue on with our series looking at the newest Rebellion cards and how some of these are changing the game, how we can use them. This is the second summoner that we're going to look at in this series. It is Avina of the Wolf, and this is maybe some people's favorite summoner. This is definitely one of the most popular summoners out there because of that tank heal. Kitty has rotated out of Modern, no longer brings that tank heal, but now we have a card that can give it to a single card on the battlefield. Not quite as powerful as Kitty. We don't have the extra speed. We don't have the True Strike. We don't have the dragons, but it still has a lot of the same use cases. You can use it a lot of the same ways. And this is definitely becoming one of the best Rebellion summoners out there. But oh, guess what? It's not just a tank heal. You actually have an option. Whenever that tactic screen pops up, you can assign a single card a tank heal, or you can give 2 cards plus 2 speed. I was kind of excited about this. I thought I could make some really cool dodge teams in life. We have some cheap cards that could be a part of a dodge team. Our Fiend brings +1 speed at max level to the life elements. So it's a free swiftness. We've got cards like Pelcor Conjure that for 2 mana is 5 speed and flying and phase. But so far I just haven't really been able to make it work. Every time I've run a dodge team, or what I expected to be a dodge team, I've ended up assigning a heal to a card instead and calling an audible on that tactic screen. You actually see one of those battles as my last battle on this video. So far I've mainly just been using the tank heal, but there are options. Let's go ahead. Let's move in. Let's take a look at some of these battles. And by far, one of the most common use cases is in low mana battles. Just give Grimbarden Smith a heal. This is one of the best cards in the game. This is our new promo card, and it's just a beast. You have Void and Shield, so all damage is going to be cut in half. You've got a repair. Now with this summoner, we give it a heal on top of that. And it's got immunity, so you can't land it. Like this card down here has Affliction, doesn't do any good because Smith is immune. It's just gonna heal up through any damage, and we're gonna win in fatigue. It is very, very tough to get enough damage out there to get through Grimbarden Smith with only 12 mana. That is just a tough task, and it's not gonna happen in that battle. We're gonna go ahead and move on though. We don't need to sit through all the rounds of fatigue. If you got a little more mana, you can actually throw out some other cards, such as, our weapons training cards. So weapons training's got a massive boost. It now sticks around. Even if this rebel were to die, Grimbarden Smith would keep its magic damage. And we've seen how hard it is to get enough damage in there to defeat Smith. Well, now we've given him a little bit of a heal as well. Or not, a little bit of damage to go with that heal. So now he can slowly inch his way through the other team. Our rebel back here has camo, which is very, very nice. It can stay alive, even if, in this case, you see we've got a sneak team. But it can't target our extra magic damage back there. They have to go after Grimbarden Smith, and it's just a tall task to get that much damage. I think we have one more battle. As you can see, that one's going to be a victory. One more battle here. One of the other most common ways, Grimbarden Smith has a lot of use cases. There are a bunch of different ways to use him, but one of the most common is to use our Red Panda to give all the cards behind Smith camo, so that you essentially give him a taunt, because we see he's very, very tough to get through. Well, here's a setup where we have a weapons training card with camo. We've got Scavo. These are all neutral cards, by the way, so they can be used in a lot of different lineups, even without Avina, to be honest. But all 3 cards behind have that camo, but instead of needing to use Red Panda to give all those cards camo, we can now get a heal, a tank heal to put on Grimbarden, and he can continue to heal up, continue to repair. We've got a second repair in here. So now you have 1 heal, 2 repairs, and it's just tough to get enough damage to take him out. And you've got a decent chunk of damage behind him here with 8 magic damage. and they're just not gonna get through that. It is not going to happen. Eventually lose some of the magic damage back here, but still not a big problem. It actually comes back anyways, just because of the rule set, but it would work even without that. And a lot of these battles are slow because this is a strategy that is very much a sustained team. We're just trying to build a team that can outlast the other side, that can just stay alive essentially forever until fatigue. And we're going to win by just keeping that card alive. So these battles are slow. We're not going to watch all of it. We're going to skip ahead. I think that's the last battle for Smith. You do not have to put the heal on him. There are a bunch of other combos, such as everybody's favorite card, definitely the most powerful card in Splinterlands, Rune Mancer Adoet. Okay, so maybe he's not the most powerful card in Splinterlands, but it is fun to be able to give this last stand card a heal and use him to pick up some wins. Rune Mancer Adoet has been the butt of many jokes as one of the worst cards in the Rift Watcher set. He now has a little bit of use. Overall, this is nowhere near as strong a team as some of the Smith combos we're gonna see, some of the other tanks getting a heal, but it is a lot of fun. Absolutely a lot of fun. This instance I ran it because unlike our llama last stands where we have a cleanse, there's no cleanse here, so we're in a lot of trouble if somebody lands affliction. Usually that's Dr. Blight. Well, guess what? Dr. Blight is banned in this rule set with odd ones out, so that was not the same threat. You see, they're doing 5 damage. We're healing up for 5. We can last through this entire battle. So Rune Mancer Adoet, maybe he can be useful here thanks to our new summoner. Let's keep it going here. Let's look at another tank. And in this case, I have used him on the back line because that is one advantage. We talked about the ways that Kitty is better, is superior to Avina. Talked about the speed, the true strike, the dragons. Also has a continuously heals up the frontline card. Even if your tank dies, the heal continues on to whatever is up front at the time. But Kitty can only heal what's up front. One advantage here is that we can assign that heal to a backline card. So in this instance, where everybody had to use melee, and it's super sneak, you know you're seeing a ton of sneak right there, right? We've got this backline card that has triage, repair, and now has a heal. Oh, and it's got its shield as well, the shield and the immunity. We've talked about how good those are. There's a lot of damage here in the back. With that Inspire you have in the Chaos Knight, we know Jared Scar can hit hard. They're barely scratching Inevitable. Oh, also with a little bit of help from our Lookout from Palace here. So many videos that we've done have had a Lookout in it. Lookout is such a good ability. Maybe I should do a video on that ability. I don't know. What do you guys think? Lookout is definitely very, very good. But yeah, you can assign it to backline cards. We'll see another battle here in a second where I've assigned it to a backline card. Another card I like that I don't have a video for is a Stitch Leech. We've seen some instances where Stitch Leech can. I like to use it with some of my Martyr teams. Give Stitch Leech Martyr, and as he racks up that attack, I had an 8 attack in a battle earlier. He's gaining 4 health every time. His health pool can get very, very large. You give him a heal, when he gets up there to 20, 30 health, he can get some massive heals in there. And that can be a card I like to assign that tank heal to, or that self heal to. I say tank heal, but it's a self heal. That can work very, very well. All right, on to another battle here. I had to show another card. We'll use maybe some less popular cards. This is a tank that I love, Nalera, in the Magic rule sets, where you have Void and Silence together. Void and Silence. They're not getting through that. Oh, we got the cleanse from the gladiators. I went with the triple heal. It was kind of overkill. But you can see the setup is obvious there. The cleanse plus the heal with the void. It's very, very tough to get enough magic damage to get through that. Eventually, we're going to work our way through the other team. Pick up a brawl win. This was a brawl video, or a brawl battle. Making the video. Shout out to Summoners Tribe. Brawls are awesome. Here's the battle I referenced earlier. This is one where when I set this team up, I intended for it to be a sneak team. Or a sneak team, a dodge team, sorry, dodge team. We had 7 health set up before the slow from Kinjo. We had 7 speed there, plus flying, plus blind. I was gonna add 2 speed. I was gonna make it so they couldn't hit that card. And then I saw the opposing team and I realized, hey, they're running the same strategy that I'm doing a video on right now. They put their take heal on Grimpar and Smith. Even if I had dodged every single attack from that battle, I was going to lose in fatigue. So I had to call an audible and I put my heal on Helmet, another gladiator card. This one's from rank though, because we've got the Are You Not Entertained rule set. And thanks to that scavenge, he gets enough health. He's actually, by the end of the battle, going to end up with a larger heal than Smith. Could outlast him in fatigue if needed, but turns out we don't need it because we have just enough damage. 3 damage from attacks, 1 damage coming in here on Reflect. That's enough to slowly whittle him down. Every time I've tried to run a dodge team, I still end up assigning that heal to our tank. So I don't know. Have you guys ever successfully run a dodge team with Avina? If you have, I want to see it. Drop the link down below because I love my dodge teams, but I have not gotten to get it to work yet here. But I do think it is possible, and given the right circumstance, eventually I will run a few. But that's what's great about this new tactics. These new tactics summoners is you can make changes once you see what your opponent's set out there. I'm making changes in these battles, and even though I'm trying to run a dodge team, a lot of times I'm still able to pick up a win because I see, okay, I can't win that way, but if I make this change, I put this heal over here, now we can actually get a win. It's nice being able to make those adjustments, and that's why I'm so excited about items and spells whenever they get here. That's the whole purpose of land, is to eventually produce these items and spells, which will be cards we can play during that second phase, during that tactics phase, to really make major changes to the battle and change the outcome, have some counterplays involved, and that's going to be a game changer when that gets here. I absolutely cannot wait. So for now, we have to settle for just having the tactics summoners, which has been, it's still a great addition to the game. I am loving these summoners, loving the gameplay, and we've got more to cover. We absolutely have more to cover, a lot more Rebellion cards, Rebellion combos. There's so much more to come. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the share, comment down below. You guys are awesome. I'll see you on the next one.